Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 71 of Scion of the Dark House, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition Gothic horror podcast. Because this is Gothic horror, there may be some things that come up to a line for you, such as blood, gore, violence, talk of abuse and trauma, child endangerment, and body horror. If anything comes up to a line for you, please take a break. Your support means a lot to us, but so does your mental health. So last we left off, it was a bit of a shopping episode. The three of you split off from the group to go and investigate the various magical shops in Port Square, where you met a variety of interesting characters and came into contact with a few old ones. You bought some potions from the potion shop and met a hexblood named Gilly Rush. You went to the Burning Book and met a very interesting half-elf woman in a wheelchair named Joey Bland. And you went to the Incinerated Wizard and met a very lackadaisical and seemingly a wee bit lazy shopkeep named Gordon Fletcher. However, the most interesting encounter was obviously with the proprietor of the Cuddly Rat, as the Cuddly Rat once again appeared in the streets. And you all found that this was only the second time the proprietor had met you, as opposed to other times where he had met you many, many times before. You all made it back, regrouping with the rest of your party, finding your way back to the creaking gallows and attempting to scry on Fatima, only to find that the spell failed. Arthur got a message directly from Brennan Munster asking if his parents were bad people. Additionally, Percy got a message from Ed saying, "We need to talk about Brennan Munster," and also a very cryptic "and also about what you did" tacked on to the end of that message. However, all of you decided it was very late and you were going to leave in the morning. You all now have had a long rest. It is the morning. Nothing weird has happened. But you all get up and you regroup in the lobby, ready to go. What would you all like to do?
Breakfast? Going, yeah. Have breakfast and leave.
I believe it was Scott Ryan, or Ryan Scott was the name of the halfling. Let me check my notes. Samuel Ryan, that's who it was. The very Irish, although I can't pull off an Irish accent, halfling definitely serves you breakfast. He has plenty of bacon and porridge, as well as some apples and things of that nature, that you all can have a nice hearty breakfast before heading out.
Cool.
So, anybody else get any weird telepathic messages last night, or just me?
I mean, Oh, you weren't in the room, I think. Yes, Ed called me and said that we need to talk to him about Brennan, the boy whose parents we killed.
Oh, yeah. See, that's odd, because I got a message from Brennan himself saying he asked me if his parents were bad. I couldn't bring myself to answer him. So what's going on there? I wonder.
I guess we'll have to find out when we get back.
Okay.
What did you do to your ex, though, Percy? So cryptic of him.
You know, I was inferring that it was regarding that we murdered the kid's parents, but I guess it could have been about something else.
Oh, was it like a weird sex thing?
I highly doubt it.
I mean, Percy, you're a healer. Surely you can make a poultice to clear up anything you gave him.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is.
Hmm. So, I mean, maybe we should just go see him.
Probably for the best.
Find out if he's trying to blackmail you or whatever.
I doubt that, but is it strange we've gotten 2 messages regarding Brennan yesterday?
Yeah, really. Hope he didn't kill himself. Oh no.
Oh, Arthur. You know, I could make Ed try to lick all of the bedpans in the hospital again. He seemed very amenable to the idea the last time we spoke.
I'll let you know if that is necessary.
Is that a weird sex thing?
Not for me, no. As far as I know, Ed and I have been, we haven't really discussed anything completely, but you sort of started turning over a new leaf. So who knows? Maybe this will be something good.
Oh, you're turning over his leaf, huh?
Yeah.
No, Arthur, the only leaves that Percy's turning over are Svetlana's, and then the Gravediggers Guild.
The unnamed Gravediggers Guild guy.
The unnamed Gravediggers Guild.
Which you
Ed
still
met
don't know the
out.
name. That was still so funny. You had a whole conversation with him and then just, shit, forgot to ask his name.
Like you
Wait, was I there for
specifically
this?
went
I don't
there.
remember.
No,
this.
you were not.
You were not.
Oh my god.
There was a
Okay.
time when Percy went to try flirting with someone very unsuccessfully.
He shot me down quite quickly.
That's fabulous.
You need a wingman with wings.
Yeah,
Oh god.
I'm sure he'll love hearing about how children's faces taste. Like,
One time you mentioned that you go to a hag party and you eat hag food. You never hear the end of it.
Well,
yeah, I'm sure it was just once. Is the
with
card all
that
packed
terrible
up?
pun, yeah.
We'll
Lark's
say that
just
you
looking
spent this
like
conversation packing the cart and getting
Yeah.
ready.
Lark has finished all of his desiccated butterflies this morning, and he's just like, there goes the last of them.
Oh no. I'll get tired of
Yeah.
hearing the crunching of butterfly wings in your teeth. Or I'll miss it.
Yeah.
They were delicious.
Arthur's probably just gonna stroke Jasmine, sing her like a little lullaby in halfling while he, I don't know, I guess rubs
Drugs her.
catnip under her neck, like, yeah, catnip pillow.
Yeah.
Drug your cat.
So you all head
I
out
really wish I didn't have to.
into the somewhat fresh mid-morning air and back out onto the road. It's only about 2 hours before you rumble back into good old Broken Heart, which is still smoldering.
Still? It's been days.
It was a big hell pig.
There has been a lot of cleanup that's been going on. The stuck pig has been completely torn down. Most of the buildings that have been burned have been torn down. Not necessarily carted away, but they have been fully collapsed if they have needed to. Scaffolding has been erected. It is very clear that reconstruction is at least somewhat underway. Is there anything that you would like to do here, or would you like to continue rumbling along into the woods?
Rumble.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Rumble,
All
rumble.
right. As you pass into the forest, you remember that you will have to spend the night in the woods.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
yay. It's a good thing I
wonder if
made
there'll
it
be
such
another-
a point to,
Amicable party of dwarves for us to chill with.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, how amicable were they, really?
Thank you, Lark.
Like,
So as you are heading off into the woods, the day goes by mostly uneventfully. There are a few animals here and there, and you pass by the very familiar glade that you all came across, where you sensed the cult that existed and took care of them. But the forest lay silent, and you know that there is no one there. There's no need to worry about it. But you notice the smell of a storm coming. A black cloud rolls across the sky, surprisingly fast, almost like a wall as the sky grows dark. You hear the rumbling of thunder. You see distant flashes of lightning. And then, illuminating inside of the clouds all at once, is a bright flash of lightning, several, in fact, in quick succession, each of which illuminates the silhouette of a gigantic castle deep within this storm cloud. And you hear a crack, almost as if a whole mountain is coming down as you watch some of the towers in between flashes of lightning just vanish. The earth shakes for a moment, and the cloud moves away as if it was never in the sky in the first place.
So what was that?
Wait, did the castle move away with it?
So it seems. There's nothing in the sky except the regular grayness of Gothia.
Did pieces of that crazy sky castle just fall off and hit the ground?
Would I recognize
Yeah, I don't know.
the crazy sky castle?
If you'd like to make a history check, you can.
We're gonna use the AD20.
Is this something any of us can roll for?
You know what? Sure, but you're going to have a significantly higher DC.
Cool. So it's a Fey thing.
Perhaps.
I got a 17 on my history check.
I didn't get it.
All right.
Okay. Let's
Yeah,
love the
Lark,
confidence.
flying castles are a thing in the Feywild, but this one seems really big. You remember there was something about some of the flying castles aren't owned by Fey, they're owned by giants, maybe? But that's about all you remember.
I mean, could be Fae, could be giants. With the way Percy's family set this plane of existence up, it could just be an abomination flying through the sky in a fancy cage.
Well, it seems to be gone, so
For now.
Nobody wants to see what the whole earthquake situation was about.
sure.
Like,
Did
is
those
that
things fell off of it, or did they fall far away from us?
or did they like disappear? Like,
You don't know where they fell. It could have fallen. You saw towers crumble between lightning flashes.
All right, well, I don't really know what to do about that. So
well, it's like I thought I felt the ground shake. So like
You did.
is
You
there-
definitely felt the ground shake.
in a discernible
like-
direction, or
that's what I'm wondering. Like nature check, maybe. I mean, even though mine's shit.
You know what? Yeah, you can give me a nature check.
I mean, maybe I feel like I probably should have taken proficiency in that. That would have made sense. 12?
I mean, the castle was relatively in front of you. It'll probably be, with the size of it, it's probably maybe a ways off to one side or the other of the road, but I mean, it definitely passed over the road.
Okay. All right. I guess just keep heading the same direction then.
yeah, until it's time to make camp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nightfall is coming. This has been most of the day before this mysterious event happened.
Okay, cool. So I guess we're just gonna make camp and go to sleep under whatever the fuck that just was.
Well, do you have a better suggestion?
No, I just just felt like that needed stating out loud, just like acknowledging that this is what we're doing.
At this moment, you hear from a ways ahead of you and a little bit off to the left a loud and anguished, distant scream.
Okay, see.
Well, that's something we can work with.
Okay.
That sounds interesting.
There is then a clap of thunder, and you feel rain. Only droplets, but something is happening.
Okay.
Was running over
Survival
there, right?
check,
We just
follow the direction of the screen.
yeah, I guess, or
Yeah.
perception, or
Yeah, you can give me a perception check
Sweet.
or a survival check.
Perception's better. 19.
I got a 23.
I got a what did I get? I'm proficient in it, I believe. Perception, I am. Dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely a ways ahead. It's probably maybe about a mile and a half ahead. It will take you a while to get there. Even fully running, it will take you a while. But you can definitely make it there probably before nightfall.
Is it like in the woods, or do we need to get off the
It
cart to
is-
get in there?
It is in the woods. You
If
don't
it
know.
if it helps at all, we don't have to count like difficult terrain. It won't slow our travel because
Yeah, well, you're on the road. So
Oh yeah, okay, right.
Yeah. As you are heading towards this sound, the rain begins to pick up. Surprisingly quickly, the wind begins to pick up as well. The trees, you notice, are beginning to thrash this way and that way as water just comes pouring down, filling the ruts in the road rather quickly. Soon it is almost at one point, seeing 60 feet in front of you is just a wall of white as the rain is coming down so hard. It is practically torrential and it is not relenting at all. If you would all like to make me perception checks or survival checks again at disadvantage, you may do so.
But either type of check at disadvantage?
Either at disadvantage.
Okay, just making sure. Disadvantage.
23.
What
I
did you
got
get?
an 11.
Damn, I
I
got a
rolled a
dirty
19
20.
and a 7.
What did Percy get?
23.
Oh. Still kind of
Damn good for disadvantage.
Yeah.
I rolled a 14 and a 13, and I have guidance
Yeah.
also, so
very true. And you would have a chance to guidance yourself. Yeah,
Percy,
you are
can you
able
stop touching
to.
yourself in front of us, please?
I simply won't.
Okay.
As you all are moving, it
Oh.
is a little difficult to pinpoint exactly where you were going. Just don't mind me, just flipping pages. But with the help of the guidance spell and your ranger senses, you manage to keep on your path, reimagining the path that you took only a few days ago through the woods, the familiar sort of landscapes and trees and those sorts of things. As you are walking, you find a good place to get off the road. It will be hard to get the horse and cart through. The rain has made the mud so thick, the cart might just sink into it. But if you wanted to, you might be able to get them some distance off the road. However, at this point, while you are standing on the road deciding whether or not to go into the woods or not, a lightning bolt slams into the tree about 30 feet ahead of you, still within the
Jesus.
visible range. The tree practically explodes, sending wood everywhere. Branches hail down onto the road. The horses buck wildly. And you watch as the tree is doused in water. It doesn't catch fire, but the lightning didn't go away. It's still crackling and leaping in between and around the tree, almost like a snake coiled around it. And then it leaps onto the road, crackling in a very strange kind of manner. And it seems to be coiling menacingly in front of you. And I'm going to need you all to roll initiative.
That's not normal. 18.
Arthur got an 18.
Indeedy.
Percy got a 21.
21.
Highest Percy's ever gotten.
I know.
Got a
well,
dirty 20 for Lark.
Dirty 20 for Lark. We also need Rerek, Carlyle, and Alex.
Right.
Balls.
They exist.
Who wants to do who?
I
I
believe
gotta
you
see
guys
if I
should
have character sheets.
all of the character sheets.
Yeah.
Let me go to my email here.
I have Carlyle up right now. If anyone wants to run the others.
I think I found Alex. Yeah, this is level 10. Okay, so
we just need to find Rerek's, who I believe sent us.
Yeah, I have his level 10 on my phone.
Awesome. All right.
Okay, cool. All right, so let me give you Alex then. There's my, god damn it, I have too many things open.
Carla got a 3 for her initiative.
Oh no.
And Alex is 9.
8, and Alex got a 9.
Yep.
All right. So, as this lightning coils and flickers strangely in the road, it is actually Percy. You are up first. It has leapt 20 feet. It has leapt 10 feet ahead. It is 20 feet away from you.
Cool. I guess I'll, being the closest thing we have to a tank, position myself at the front. And bonus action spiritual weapon at a 4th level.
Ooh.
And make my attack with that.
All right.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes, a 19 hits.
Cool. So that's 2d8. All right, well, that's only going to be 10 damage, 10 force damage. And just for funsies, I'll do my Channel Divinity Path to the Grave. So whatever attack hits it next, it's vulnerable to.
All right. So next up is Lark.
Oh. Let me see here. So it's just one attack it's going to be vulnerable to?
Yes.
Oh, this is where I was like, oh, I wish I had something like big and flashy. But it's fine. Let's do... What do we want to do here? I'm going to... Because I have a feeling we're going to have to deal with more than just one of them. I'm going to, I think, pull up, so, okay, yeah, so as an action, I'm going to cast Summon Undead.
Of course.
And I'm going to do that as a 4th level instead of a 3rd level.
For the extra attack?
Yeah, so it's a little bit stronger and I'll have an extra attack.
All right. So which boyfriend are you pulling out today?
What was the last? Who haven't we seen in a while? I think I pulled out Pearl a lot lately.
Yes, you've been pulling out Pearl quite a lot.
I mean, he has the best movement of the three. Let's
I think you
do.
pulled out Dandelion in the last fight you used Summon Undead
Yeah.
in.
Then let's do Dewey, my skeletal boyfriend.
You know,
He's just gonna pop like rise up out of the ground next to us. He's a skeleton of hexblood with some flowers growing on him because they all have flowers from the garden growing on them a little bit. So he's here and queer, and I'm also going to quicken a spell.
Ooh,
The spell I'm going to be quickening is called Eldritch Blast.
of course.
Oh. Okay, so one's a 13 to hit, and one is a 22 to hit.
The 22 hits as you fling the first bolt. It seems to coil and arch in such a way that it creates a space where the Eldritch Blast just sails through, touching nothing.
Okay.
But you track the second one and fling it upwards. As it remains coiled, it begins to close the gap, and you strike it on its edge. You get double damage because of the Path to the Grave.
So I rolled a 9 plus 5 is 14, and with Path to the Grave, that'll be 28 damage.
Ooh,
sweet.
Yeah, you blast this thing and you watch as it visibly seems to shrink a tiny bit, losing a bit of its vitality, a bit of its light. Its coils are a bit tighter and a bit smaller, and it's not as bright as before. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
So next up, wait, skeleton, that's Dewey, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Dewey. So Dewey's gonna, because I summoned him at a 4th level, he gets 2 grave bolts on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
One's a nat 20, and one's gonna be
Ooh.
10 plus 12 for 22. So how do we do crit damage on a grave bolt?
Like normal, it would do full damage, and then you roll on top of that, but you don't get the double damage because it's only one attack from the Path to the Grave.
Okay. Well, this isn't the Path to the Grave, it's the crit. So it'll be max on the 2d4.
Yeah.
And
so you'd get 8, and then you roll the 2d4 again, and then add your modifier, and that'll be the crit.
Okay. Oh, I rolled a fucking another 8. So 16 plus 4 is 20, plus 3 is 23 on the crit.
So what does the Grave Bolt look like? Because I believe it's technically a spell.
It doesn't really give a description of it, but I feel like I don't know, maybe Dewey just kind of, his eyes glow, maybe his mouth pops open and spews out a bolt of grave energy that's kind of gross looking.
Yep, that's disgusting.
It's blue. He shoots out blue shit from his skull, or from like the core of his skeletal chest. Grave bolt.
As that lightning-like energy mingles with the lightning, it seems to collapse it down, and it entirely vanishes. You are out of combat.
God damn.
Thanks, Percy.
Does anybody know what the fuck that thing was?
No. No, I don't.
Castles in the sky, weird lightning monsters.
I have a feeling
Can we still hear screaming?
You haven't heard it in a while.
If we press on, we may find the answer to our questions.
All right.
Okay.
Pulling out another book. All right. So this would be a
I
point
love
where
when he pulls out books.
When you could go off the road to get to the point in which you heard the screaming. I will say he's probably screamed a couple other times so that you have kind of a constant check of like, oh, over there. So you all begin to move towards that location. During that time, there are a few more lightning bolts that slam into trees nearby, causing the trees to just explode. But the lightning doesn't stick around. It seems to vanish. However, you come to a clearing where there are massive stones. There is even a huge 40-foot tall section of what appears to be a rose window with no glass in it, just simply the stone creating the rose window, as well as some of the sort of architectural elements around it, as if it broke off of the castle, fell, and slammed into the ground. There are a few other bits around like that. Statue, stone hands that are gigantic, huge stone heads that have slammed into the ground, bricks, and a 20-foot long, 10-foot wide, 5-foot tall, what appears to be some kind of sarcophagus is laying on the ground, tilted at a slight angle. Carved on top of it is a giant figure holding what appears to be a stone staff in its hands, and draped over the coffin is a slightly transparent, giant, humanoid-like figure. The hair appears to be floating in the air, creating what appears to be a cloud where some lightning seems to go through. The face is incredibly dour, weeping tears that don't seem to be affected by the rain that seems to pass through the body. There is also seems to be dressed in rags as it's draped over, just openly weeping before it leans back and just screams again before laying back down on top of this sarcophagus. And this is the scene that you come across. It has not noticed you yet.
Go ahead, Lark.
Okay. I'm just
I'll
gonna.
give you guidance for whatever the hell you're about to do.
Whatever the hell you're about to do.
I don't know what the fuck I'm about to do either. I'm gonna have we're gonna have Dewey like start circling around and like shake. He's a little skeleton boy. He's just gonna kind of like hobble away to circle around as Lark kind of just cautiously starts flying over. He's gonna call out in Sylvan, "Hello." He's not gonna get too close, and he's also like, if Dewey's going circling in one direction, Lark is trying to circle in the opposite direction and pull this thing's attention towards him. "Hello, stranger. What brings? Why?" So in Sylvan, he calls first to see if he gets a response.
It looks up and you meet its eyes. It doesn't seem to understand you. It stares in confusion.
Do you speak Common? Lark's gonna switch to Common.
It doesn't respond.
Ah, fiddlesticks. How about Elvish?
At this point, it rises, and you notice that its bottom half is just a cloud. There are no legs. There is just a cloud as it rises, and you see in one of its hands, it's now holding what appears to be a mace or a morning star of some kind.
Okay,
And
well,
it
that
just
doesn't seem good.
kind of floats there for a second while it's holding this mace.
Percy, it would be very helpful if I could actually talk to this thing.
You want me to blow with level 3 spell slot on this thing? I feel like it's not
Wait.
really.
We're going to
Don't.
bed. Calm down.
Can I throw one of my weird psychic daggers at it and see if I can speak with it telepathically?
What exactly does it say about like what types of things you can do this with?
It just says choose one or more creatures you can see and roll one of the psionic energy dice, and then that determines how long you can speak telepathically with the creature. That's it. Just says creature.
All right. So you summon one of these daggers of psychic energy, and you throw it at the giant.
Yep. And so for the next 4 hours, I can talk to it telepathically.
Neat.
All right.
So
as
can
you
I ask
do that,
it like why it's okay, go ahead.
yeah, as you do that, I'm assuming it's like a purple-ish
Sure, why not?
energy.
Yeah.
Okay. You throw it and it passes through it and kind of floats inside of its head. It doesn't seem to have a physical form. It kind of just floats inside of this thing's head. Instantly, this thing kind of is taken aback for a moment. You see it stopped crying, and you just get rage.
Oh.
Unending rage as its face just transforms into a skull, and it screams again, raising its morning star aloft. Its morning star gets struck by lightning, and it hurls its morning star towards the ground, where the lightning coils off of it in a very similar living lightning thing as it coils on the ground, and it begins to swing its morning star above its head as it screams. And I'm going to need you all to roll initiative again.
Okay, well, I tried.
17 for Percy and 6 for Carlyle.
17 for Percy, 6 for Carlyle.
24 for Arthur and
24 for Arthur.
7 for Alex.
Oh, girl. So Lark rolled a nat 1, which plus his modifier is 3. And Rerek rolled a 2, which plus his modifier is 4.
Oof.
We're at the tail end, kids.
My goodness. Okay,
Damn.
so yeah, first up is Arthur. As this thing, I would say this thing is probably maybe about 60 feet away from you.
Okay. Well, I am gonna go with the classic Hunter's Mark and fire a dragonwing bow.
Of course. Obviously.
Yep. Old favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and why are you not showing me my dice results? There it goes. That is a 26 to hit.
That hits the ghost.
Okie pokey. Hang on. It's been a while since I've had to count off all these dice. That one.
And this thing is undead, so I know you have bonuses against undead, so make sure you add those.
Sweet, thank you.
No.
Surprise.
Obviously, it was a fairy.
Okay, so
We haven't
unless
fought
you
an
need me to
undead in
separate anything
forever.
out, that
No.
is 25.
25. Awesome.
Mm-hmm. And then we will have, I'm just going to stay right where I'm at, which we said was what, like 30 feet back?
60 feet.
60 feet. Okay, let's see what Jazz can do. I don't think she can run 60.
I think
it's 50.
Jasmine is 50 feet.
Yep. Okay, so then Jazz is going to run 30 feet. And can we... Yeah, we'll just have her ready a bite if it like enters her space. Let's call it that.
All right, that sounds good.
That'll be
anything
me.
else from you?
Nope.
All right, so I believe next up is Percy.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the same thing, I guess. I'm sure my spiritual weapon probably went away, so I'll cast it again. And make my attack.
All right, I'm assuming against the ghost.
There's more than one. I'm sorry. I thought it was
There's
just
the
the big guy.
lightning. There's the lightning.
Yeah, I'm gonna target the big guy, the big ghost guy.
All right. Make your attack roll.
Okay, is a 16 a hit.
Yes, it is.
Cool. That's going to be 11 force damage. And I'll do the same thing. Channel Divinity Path to the Grave.
All right, sounds good. So next up is all these low numbers. I believe the next up is Alex. And then followed by Carlyle.
Do a really high level fireball.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Let's do. How the fuck do I read this shit?
I think none of us are close enough that a fireball would hit us.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, 60 feet. The
Jazz?
radius is 20 feet. The
the
radius is
radius
20
is only
feet.
20.
So if you put it, you could put
Oh.
it literally 20 feet away from the ghost, hit the ghost, and Jasmine wouldn't even be close.
Sweet. Okay. Well, then let's do
The
that.
thunder snake too, or lightning serpent.
Oh yeah,
We're gonna do fireball because I already started googling that.
yeah. I would say you could, if you wanted to, hit both the lightning bolt and the ghost without hitting Jasmine.
Do it.
Okay. Yep. That sounds good. Let's do
Yes. Live your wizard fantasy. Where all you do is throw fireballs at people.
Or magic
Yeah.
missiles.
Yeah, obviously, because those are definitely the two choices.
Okay, so the lightning bolt got a 19.
Okay, hang on. I gotta go find the thing. I have to flip pages. Oh Jesus. 16. So
Yep,
that
so the
one
lightning
passed.
bolt passed, but the giant definitely failed because it got a 4.
Hell yeah.
Okay, let me look. What am I rolling here?
Do a
We'll
fifth
say that
level
was,
fireball.
Yeah. 1d6 for each extra slot. Okay, so that's 10.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and roll. 42 and I guess 21 for the lightning thing.
And on the ghost, it's ×2 because he's vulnerable to that damage for this round.
Oh, yeah. How much was that you rolled for it? 42, you said?
42, yeah. Jesus Christ.
Okay. So, yeah, as you lob the fireball and it explodes, the fire just completely burns the ghost.
Jesus Christ, Alex.
The lightning, however, has not sustained that much. So you said it was 24?
21.
21. It's still standing. So next up is Carlyle.
Cool.
Don't need that book anymore.
Carlyle's gonna. So it's just the lightning now, right?
Yes.
Cool. He's gonna do a Evard's black tentacles under it.
Yummy.
Ooh.
So when a creature enters the affected area for the first time or starts its turn there, must succeed on a dex save. So I think nothing happens until it starts its turn.
All right. Which incidentally is now.
Cool.
So I have to make a dex save.
Yes, versus
Question.
a 17.
Does it say anything about if the creature cannot be grappled? Because I think Everett's Black Tentacles grapples people.
This is restrained.
It does not.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Nope.
Why is that is interesting then?
But that would make sense though. Like I really see where you're going because
I thought it was grappled. I didn't know it was restrained. Apparently, this thing is not immune to being restrained, which is bizarre. It's immune to being grappled, but it's not immune to being restrained, which is
Okay.
really weird.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's got to make a
So in
saving
theory,
throw.
you could tie it up with rope.
Yeah.
You gotta beat a
Okay,
17.
just because this thing goes to Folsom doesn't mean we can judge.
Well,
Even with
I would not be
advantage.
the-
Damn.
I wouldn't be the one.
9. It got an 11 with advantage.
Ow.
Cool, it fails, so it takes 3d6 bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
The lightning monster, let's be clear. The lightning monster is
Yeah, that
taking
is
bludgeoning damage.
12 bludgeoning damage.
And well, it's from magical attacks, so
Yeah.
it is not resistant.
That's difficult terrain around it now, too.
All right, cool. You watch as this thing, while it is somehow restrained by the Ever's black tentacles, which is absolutely and utterly bizarre and should not happen, but somehow it is. It coils up tighter and tighter before there is a thunderous clap as it shoots lightning forward, as it performs spell mimicry. So I need everybody to make, well, Lark doesn't have to. I'm trying to think who it would be able to hit. You know what? With the exception of Lark, I'm going to 1 to 2 hits you, 3 to 4 does not. So Rerek does not hit. Percy, it hits. Arthur, it does not hit. Carlyle, it hits. Alex, it hits. And I believe that is it. So Percy, Alex. So Rerek, it missed. Percy, it hit. Arthur, it missed. Carlyle, I want to say Carlyle hit, and then Alex didn't. So it would just be Percy and Carlyle. Make me a dexterity saving throw while I roll 8d6.
Percy definitely fails.
You said it hit. You said it hit Alex too, right?
Oh, yes. So Alex will have to make a saving throw as well against a 15.
Okay, give me a sec. Oh, Jesus,
And
great.
both Percy and Carlyle fail.
All right.
And Alex failed.
Oof. So let me quickly calculate. So you all take 38 points of lightning damage as this lightning bolt shoots out lightning and then re-expands back into its slithering mass. And that is going to be the end of its turn.
Holy Christ.
Going to Rerek.
Okay, so this thing's restrained currently?
It is currently restrained because rules are weird.
So that means attacks against it have advantage, right?
I guess so. I think
Let me look. I'm
is
pretty
it
sure.
melee? Is it only like melee attacks? Because I think restrained is like they're holding you by the wrist. Grappled is like
A restrained creature speed becomes 0. No bonuses
Yes.
to speed. Attack rolls against it have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage, and it has disadvantage on dex saves.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
prone that it's only melee attacks, but also when they're prone, melee
Right.
attacks auto crit. So
Mhm.
Rerek is gonna, instead of fireballing, he's gonna cast a Scorching Ray.
Ooh.
We'll cast it with a higher level. What? Wait, where did Rerek go? Because he's gonna take advantage of that. So Rerek's gonna cast a 4th level with one of his 3 4th level slots, Scorching Ray. His spell attack bonus is
Sorry.
plus. Wait. What is it? It can't be just +7. Because doesn't he have a focus that ups it a little bit too?
I believe so, yes. So it would be, it's only by +1.
Okay, so it's +8. He needs to update his sheet. Boy. Okay, so it starts off at 2nd level. What did I say I was putting it at?
4th.
4th.
Okay. Get out of here.
1 sec, be right back.
All right.
Okay. So it's 3 for a 2nd level, 4 for a 3rd level, 5 for a
4th level.
4th level. Okay.
And these are all individual attacks that you're
And they're
making,
all
right?
individual
'Cause it's the
attacks.
Scorching Ray.
Yeah, with advantage. So first
Right.
one, 19,
That hits.
16, that'll hit. I'll roll all the damage at the end. Second one, 7 versus an 11 plus 8 is a 19.
19 hits.
Ooh, nat 1.
Misses.
3 plus 8 is 11.
Misses.
Okay, next one. 17 before modifier.
That
6 to
hits.
17. Okay. And last one. 19 before modifier, 11 before modifier. So 19 will hit, and each one deals 2d6 fire. So 4 of them hit, so that'll be 8d6 of fire damage.
Ooh.
Which is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I don't have enough d6s. I'll have to roll extras. Ooh, fuck. Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, and that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. 26 plus 2 is 28 fire damage.
As Rerek flings these bolts of flames and they strike at the lightning, it sends the lightning scattering and he blows it to bits. Both the lightning and the giant are dead.
God damn.
You are all out
Okay.
of combat.
When I mean,
that
I'm always
escalated.
up for whooping ass, but what the fuck?
That did escalate rather swiftly. You all just murdered it without any hesitation.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we did try to communicate with it first.
That's true, which is more than we can say for how we've treated other things in the past.
Yeah, we've murdered a lot more sentient for a lot less. Yeah. So you want to see what's inside the thing?
Are we grave robbing?
I mean, are we not?
Open the sarcophagus.
Yay!
I can't do it.
Strength check to open the sarcophagus?
Yes. You know what? I'll also say that Percy gives you guidance, since I don't know what his bonuses are.
Can I actually make that an athletics check?
No.
Just raw strength. Okay.
Just raw strength.
And guidance is what? Just advantage?
A D4. Unless Percy would
Oh,
like
it's
to
a
help
D4.
move the lid of the sarcophagus.
We're seeing what's
Would that give
inside.
you advantage instead?
Sure, I was gonna have you do the guidance cantrip, but sure, you can help push the. So you
Sure,
would have
I'll
advantage on the
just
strength
help.
check.
Okay. All right, let's do that then. And that is a 14.
It budges and begins to move a little, but you do not actually push it all the way off. I will say you probably get it a fourth of the way off.
Meow. Can I try pushing again?
You certainly can.
All right.
What can I do here?
16?
Oh, I'm gonna make you wait 1 second before you do
Oh, yay! Yay, 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 yay.
Or are you in
This
large
is my-
reducing him?
This is
Yeah,
my
I'm
favorite
gonna-
game.
Lark is just gonna like giggle when he sees how horribly these two are struggling. So yeah, I'm gonna cast Enlarge on Arthur.
And that does what to strength checks? Does it give you like an extra D4?
So now he's a large
Um,
creature instead of medium, and until the spell ends, he has advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws, and grows his weapons too. And while his weapons are enlarged, they deal an extra D4 damage.
That's what it was. All right. So yeah, now you have, I will say it is now significantly easier because you are a large creature. It is significantly easier to push this lid. So give me a
Sweet.
strength check with advantage.
All right. There we go. Oh my god. 7.
You're shitting me. I made you big. I made my
7.
monster grow.
I got a 7.
As a large creature, I will say you push it and it is still on, but you've pushed it enough that you can see the top half. You kind of pushed it off at an angle. So the lid's still on,
Cool.
but it's at an angle. So you can see the top half of the sarcophagus that you've opened. Inside is a giant's skeleton. It is wrapped in a robe, and it is holding a white iridescent staff of some kind.
Ooh, yoink.
All right, give me a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand. Can we just grab it?
Psh, 18.
You grab this thing and begin to move it in its grip. Its grip is iron tight on this thing. Additionally,
Yummy.
you feel the texture. If you squeeze too hard, this thing will just crumble to dust. It feels like packed sugar for some reason.
The staff?
Ooh.
The staff feels like packed sugar. If you don't get this thing out properly, it will just turn to dust.
Doesn't feel like the most
Okay.
battle-ready thing.
Yeah. This feels pretty delicate. Do we want to try Mage Hand, maybe? Somebody who's better at magic than
I
me?
don't know. Maybe
He
we just
shouts from 10 feet up in the air.
do you want to just try again, but with advantage or guidance?
Sure.
Which one do you want?
Guidance it.
I'll guidance you.
Alrighty. For the love of Jesus balls.
Uh-oh. Did you add
14.
your D4?
14, yes. That was my sleight of hand.
You think you got it. You begin to
No.
move the staff,
No.
move the fingers. But as you do, one of the fingers cracks. And poof, the staff crumbles. There are chunks of it that are still stuck together in a similar way to like breaking apart something made out of sugar doesn't just turn it all to dust. But it is now,
Yay.
there are several large chunks of this staff and just dust. It's very sparkly, iridescent dust, but dust.
Why didn't you just cut the hands off before you tried pulling it out?
Well, why didn't you say that 3 minutes ago?
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I had to be the brains of the operation too.
Oh,
Well, I mean, you're a bunch of
yeah,
mortals, so I
duh.
should have expected as much.
It would have been
I
just as hard
shoot
even if the
stuff
hands were
and I
separated.
eat food. That's what I do, okay?
Well, at least there's now magic staff dust for you to snort, Arthur.
Yeah, look, it's so sparkly.
I mean, you don't know what it's made out of.
Nope. Can we have Rerek identify it?
Or what it was.
The pile of dust, the pile of magic dust.
Can I use
Rerek.
mending?
What do your wizard eyes see,
Oof.
Rerek?
Look, Look with your special eyes.
I cast mending on the staff.
It only does a foot at a time, I think. It takes a full minute to do a foot at a time.
Let me look.
You could technically do it. It is
Yeah.
It is, I believe, a 15-foot tall staff.
Oh. Cool. I mean, it's
Yeah.
also like, it's just like in chunks and some powder, so I can line up the chunks and spritz it
Yeah.
with some mendings.
Spritz it with
There's
some
other
mending.
people with mending in this party. We can tag team it.
I don't know if anyone else has mending.
Rerek has mending.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I
sure.
think he
So
does. Yeah, so in half the time that it would normally take,
Hell
the
yeah.
15 minutes, it takes what? 7.5 minutes?
7, yeah.
7.5 minutes to mend it all back together. Yeah, so you now have a 15-foot tall staff
All right,
made
Rerek,
out
what
of
is
a
it?
strange white substance. He
Cool.
casts Identify on it. It doesn't turn up as magical.
Oh,
But what, like, why is it powdery?
Is it cocaine?
Strangely, it doesn't feel powdery now that you've mended it. It feels like some sort of like solid, slick stone.
More like crack.
Does Identify not tell us like what it's made of?
No, it only tells you if it's a
Mm-mm.
magical item and what
Yeah.
the magical item does, how many
Dang.
charges it has, things like that. It
And
seems
Yep.
So
that
we
if it
just
was
have
magical,
a big stick.
can
Yeah.
I lick it and see if it's made of bone?
you lick it, it is not made out of bone. However, if you would like to give me a nature check, you may, because you might be able to identify what it is made out of from licking it.
Can
no,
I
it's
lick it just for
semen.
fun?
Sure, if you'd like to also give me a nature check, although the DC
Wait.
might be higher.
I just want to do it for fun.
Okay.
Oh wait. Oh god. Okay. So I got an 18 on a nature check.
Oh. Yeah, It's weird. You might have tasted this before. when you were dating Dewey, did we decide what Dewey was? No, it would have been Pearl.
It tastes
you were
like
dating
mermaid
Pearl-
dick.
Surprise! No. It's just made out of 20 mermaid dicks sewn together. No, it is made out of pearl. The like gem.
Oh, that
It
might
is
be
a
valuable.
giant staff made entirely out of pearls.
Oh. Yeah, Lark's gonna be
well-
like, oh, this is made out of pearls.
Oh.
How does that work? Pearls are like little orbs. This is a big stick.
I mean, you can powder a pearl and reshape it.
Clearly, we just did.
All right. Do you think it's worth something?
It's pearl.
Pearls are very expensive, and don't you use them in your little mortal magics?
Do we? I don't have
Identify
many
requires
spells.
either a pearl or an owl feather.
Well, Rerek, here you go. We got a
Just a
big ass
giant
pearl for
staff.
you.
Rerek, here's a 15-foot tall dildo made of pearls.
Right. Just stuff it in the bag.
Does that fit in the bag of holding? We
I
can just snap it in
don't-
half. It doesn't.
You can always just mend it later. It's fine.
You start sticking it in the bag of holdings, just like, step bro, what are you doing?
Oh my god. Strangely, this is only the second step bro, what are you doing joke that we've made.
No,
Um,
actually, it's only 8 cubic feet.
I thought
A
you were about
bag
to
of
say, no,
holding.
actually, it's only
Snap
the
it in
fourth
half,
step,
or
bro.
thirds, or whatever it takes.
Let me check
Oh
the bag
my
of
God.
holding.
Yeah,
Bag of holding.
this gigantic artifact we just found
60
made
it
out of
has a volume
semi-precious stone.
not exceeding a volume of 64 cubic feet.
Oh, am I looking at the wrong haversack?
So oh, he does only have a haversack, doesn't he? He only has a haversack. So yeah, it would
Mhm.
only be 8 feet.
Okay, so we snap it in half, and then we're golden.
Oh my god. Okay, well, I
Yep.
guess.
Yep, you snap it in half and shove it in the haversack, and you have a 15. You have two. You can either put it as one 15-foot tall staff made of pearl, or two 7.5-foot tall poles made out of pearl. Either one, but you have both of them.
I mean, at that
Also,
point,
I
you
would
just
say
have-
at this point, the rain has significantly slowed, and there is no thunder or lightning.
Is there
Nice.
anything else in the sarcophagus?
Not aside from the giant skeleton. However, there is words in giant written on the lid of the sarcophagus that you've moved.
Oh,
Can Rerek
Alex speaks
cast
giant.
comprehend languages?
Alex
Alex
speaks
speaks
giant?
Mhm.
I didn't know Alex
According
speaks
to his
giant.
character sheet.
Why?
Let me see.
She's a
Interesting.
size queen.
Yeah, he speaks giant.
Rerek
It's on
knows
here.
too many
Interesting.
goddamn languages.
So it says, Kaitor the Younger died of a broken heart after his only brother broke his oath.
Oh. I think Alex would probably say, I don't know, something about gay stuff with his brother.
Great. I think we're done here.
Oh, Lark
Yep.
has climbed into the sarcophagus. And he's just
Why?
like nestled into the exposed rib cage.
Why?
He's like, this could be a. I want it. It's a bed.
No,
Then you
you
carry it.
cannot have it.
We could put a. We could. I could put some pillows in here. Some.
You are
mood
not
springs.
traveling with another being's corpse.
Not the whole corpse. Can I break it so I just take the rib cage with us?
That's worse.
How are you gonna carry it?
The bag.
It is not going
I
in the
don't think
bag.
it'll fit in the bag.
Probably
surely
not.
one of my friends will carry my bed for me.
No.
Yeah,
No, I
You're
will
out
not.
of your goddamn mind.
Oh, guys, come on. Imagine Lark goes to bed each night in just a giant's rib cage filled with his pillows and blankets and knickknacks.
That's disgusting.
It's his aesthetic now. So I need this rib cage to go in the cart. Or on top of the cart.
God damn it.
Yeah,
I'm
how
just-
much does that ribcage weigh, Spencer? Like eyeballing it? Is this something I could
Probably
pick up?
close to several hundred pounds.
Yeah. Sorry, bud.
Wait, the rib cage is several hundred pounds?
It's a giant. Do you know how dense those bones have to be to hold it up?
Well, Arthur, you're enlarged.
No.
At this point, I think it goes away. It's what, only a minute?
God damn.
It's
I'll cast
been
enlarge
gone
again,
for
then.
some time.
I can reduce the rib cage.
Great, and then you can carry it.
You're
It
going to
only
keep
reduces
reducing
it by
it.
a size category, which
Right.
means that because a giant is huge, it would be a large rib cage, which would still weigh close to maybe 150, 200 pounds.
Oh, you boys can lift 150 pounds easy.
That does not mean that we will.
For me?
And also, how long does that spell last? Where are we gonna put it after it stops being tiny?
Wait.
Well, I don't know. We'll just put it in the cart. Once it's
It'll
in the
crush
cart.
the
The
cart.
tiny, rickety little cart.
You think that adding for me to the end of your request like sweetens the deal? It doesn't. That's worse.
You never let me have anything I want.
Yes, I
no,
do.
Lark, you can't give seeds to innocent mortals. No,
We
Lark,
burned down
you
that
can't
lady's
sleep in a
shop.
giant's abandoned rib cage. No, Lark, you can't eat the face of a fallen angel.
There was that lady you suffocated with her own blood.
You wanted me to do that. That doesn't count.
Well,
Well, I'm going
it
back to
does
the cart.
count.
You guys can hash this out without me.
What about the skull? How heavy is the skull?
Oh
I
my
could hollow
god.
it out.
Probably like 50 to 60 pounds.
What are you going to use it as, a bathtub?
Ooh, That's a great idea, Arthur.
God damn it! It wasn't a suggestion.
Really, that would actually be the perfect size to lay in and cuddle and sleep. Chop chop.
Chop chop what? I'm not
Get me
chop
the
chopping
skull.
nothing. No. Use them fairy muscles of yours.
They're all for show.
Well,
I have no actual lifting strength.
then show off.
And at this point, I feel like Dewey's just trying, but he's a fucking skeleton. He's probably popped off one of his arms trying to pick
I
it
was
up.
just thinking the
he's-
same thing. Like
He's
his-
holding the skull
Yoink.
and then just stands up and the arms just crack, just both come
Yep.
off. And he's just standing there looking at his shoulders, no arms, just
Are you going to
Oh,
let that poor dear go through that, Arthur?
Yes.
Yes, I am. He's disgusting.
He's a... Well, Dewey was actually not a bad boyfriend. Not really. I mean, he tried getting between me and my siblings, so we had to kill him, but other than that, he was perfectly
Oh
fine.
dear. Yeah. Well, he.
What if I reduce the skull? How big will that... How heavy will the skull be if I cast Reduce on it?
how much does it reduce it by?
A size category. So it'll go from a huge
Skull
to
to a large skull.
Its weight goes to 1/8.
If it was like a 50-pound skull, you said it was 50 pounds, right?
Yeah, about.
Oh, it'll be 4 pounds. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the thoracic or
The neck bone.
the cervical neck. I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast to free the skull.
Look at
I'm
us
gonna
trying to
reduce it.
use our anatomy knowledge.
Neck bone.
I'm blasting the neck apart, and then I'm just gonna reduce the skull, and Lark's gonna pick it up himself. Because even with a negative strength modifier, he can lift 4 pounds.
Yes.
He's like, I am a
this only
strong,
lasts a
independent
minute.
fairy.
It only lasts
Yeah,
a minute.
good for you.
So where are you putting it?
I'm taking it to the cart within the minute. I will dash to the cart.
So you put the skull in the cart, and after maybe probably about 10 seconds, it
Reverts to
grows,
normal size.
reverts to normal size, taking up like half the cart.
Right.
Just sit on it. It's fine.
You sit on it.
Oh, I am. Lark's just...
Mm-mm. Whatever it was that you were going to say in response to that, no.
I mean, you're the one that gave me the idea of turning it into a bathtub.
I absolutely will not take credit for that. Can we just go?
Night has fallen as you all get back to the cart. However, the
Are
rain
we-
has stopped.
Going? Did we actually properly set up camp and then leave it, or did we not set up camp yet?
No, you did not set up camp yet.
Okay, so great. Now we get to do that in the dark.
Do you even have camping supplies?
Not unless anybody bought some. I have some rope.
Nope.
I don't know if we've ever gone camping.
Nope.
It would occur to any of us to get camping supplies.
You all stayed at taverns. Even the day that you spent, you got the benefit of having dwarves set up an extra tent for you guys, and you slept in a cult compound that was buildings built for you guys.
Well, why don't we just go to the cult compound? It's not that far.
No.
away.
Oh yeah, we
What?
can just sleep here.
Y'all are no
Sleep.
fun.
Sleep here where?
The ground is fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds great. Mhm.
I'm gonna just crawl into the skull like a hermit crab.
Like
Yes,
just
I'm
the eye
cuddling up with
socket.
Jasmine.
Yeah, into the eye socket, right through there. Maybe,
Ew.
like, I'm gonna steal one of Percy's pillows. This is mine now.
That's so gross. Okay, so we're sleeping in the cart.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping in the
Awesome.
cart inside of a giant skull.
Yeah, we know.
Would you expect anything
Okay.
different, though?
No, not really. So, yep, sleeps.
Yep. You all finally get to sleep on a cart on the side of the road in the dark after it had rained in the still wet cart. The only dry thing being the gigantic giant skull that is now weighing down the cart that you all have to squish around.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sleeping
Great.
like a baby.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm sure. But morning comes, and you all have had a long rest.
Thank Christ.
The
Oh,
day is still
Um,
gray and terrible, but it is not raining, and the ground has dried, but it is still a bit muddy in places. There's still some standing water.
can I like forage for something to fucking eat before we roll out? Or did anybody bring
Sure.
anything? Because I don't think I did.
I have some candied flower petals still.
No,
Yeah, I'm just gonna
good.
create food and water.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have that. That would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Okay, Arthur probably just like stumbles back with like
You
4
can use your
pieces
spice
of a
pouch.
currant that like he had in his hand. Like, I found a berry. Look.
And Percy has a turkey dinner. Like, good job.
Yeah.
Like-
God damn it.
Doesn't create food and water like taste like
It tastes
though?
like nothing, but
Like
yes.
nothing?
That's
It's
why Arthur can
bland.
use his spice pouch he just bought.
Would
Rosemary!
prestidigitation make it taste good though?
Bam!
Yeah, we
Spice
already
it
did
up
that
enough.
once.
Oh,
Yeah, we did. We made a
Lark's
turkey
gonna-
taste good.
Everyone with prestidigitation is just flavoring the food.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck you guys.
I'll take some spices, Arthur.
Yeah, I can help. Listen, it was a good purchase. It's gonna come in useful one day. I'm gonna like fling chili peppers in our
Pocket
enemy's
sand.
eyes.
Pocket
Yeah.
chili pepper.
Ooh.
Oh god, I just had the
As-
pocket sand from King of the Hill in my head because of
Yeah.
that.
Or
Pocket
from,
sand.
I was thinking from real life, the presidential candidate who wanted to give everyone free ponies and got arrested at his own event.
Oh, I
for
love
pocket
him. That's
sand.
Vernon Supreme.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the guy with the boot on his head?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Who got
the
arrested
rent
at
is
his
too
own
goddamn
event because
high.
he pocket sanded one of the guards.
He dumped glitter all over a homophobic politician
Yep.
during an interview. That was good.
And this is America, in case anybody international happens to be watching.
So as you all are eating breakfast, are you moving while you're eating breakfast, or are you keeping the
I don't
cart
know, we
still
can-
for a little bit?
We're gonna just
Let's say we
munch
can
and
chill.
then eat and then go. Yeah.
As you are eating, I would say, Arthur, you probably notice on Percy's shoulder is a wet leaf.
Okay.
It's weird because it actually has a reddish color to it, which is not normal for a lot of leaves in Gothia. A lot of times the leaves just turn gray or brown and fall off the tree. They don't get a sort of bright color, but this one has a sort of reddish color to it.
Okay, I guess Arthur will kind of like, okay, don't move, and like
What are you, do I something on my face?
just like hold up the leaf. Like, this is a bit odd.
As you do that, the leaf curls and twists before it forms into a 8-inch tall humanoid figure dressed
Oh.
in leaves with a mask on its face that stands on your hand.
Okay.
Do I recognize what this thing is?
You can make me a nature check. And if somebody can make me a nature check for Rerek as well, either a nature or arcana check for Rerek.
Who's got? Oh, you have Rerek.
Lark got a 12 on a nature check. And Rerek got a, did you say nature or arcana?
Nature or arcana.
Oh shit, where did I put his sheet? Give me a second. Rerek.
About religion, I'm good at religion. Can I pray to know what it is?
No.
And I pray to know what it is.
So you said arcana or nature, right?
Yep.
He got a 22 on an arcana check.
Ooh. Lark, I mean, it seems like a nature spirit of some kind, because it was a leaf and then it turned into the thing. So it's probably a nature spirit of some kind, but Rerek definitely pipes up. Oh, I've seen those things before.
Yeah.
They're cute. You don't have them here?
No,
I don't think so. Nope.
Care to enlighten us?
From what I know, they're called Tringa. They're nature spirits.
Do they taste good?
Can they talk? Hello? Can you talk?
It kind of just waves its hands very excitedly.
Oh, look, it is cute. I know.
And at this point, you see about 2 others kind of climb up from under the seats of the cart. They are dressed differently. One is dressed with pine needles. The other one is dressed with flower petals, and the masks are different. One of them is a perfect circle with some blue triangles on it. One has just a red stripe across the face, and the other one has sort of a green chevron shape.
Can I try to communicate with them telepathically?
Stab these little guys with your big knife, your mind
Just like
knife.
poke it real quick, just the tip.
Make a very tiny knife for them.
Yeah.
Let me
needle.
see, because I think in order for that to work, they have to speak at least one language, right?
Yes. A creature can't use telepathy if it can't speak any languages.
So it just doesn't work. Your knife just passes right through it.
Huh. Okay. Well, so they can't speak.
Like anything? They don't understand anything?
No, I would have been able to communicate with them if they could. They don't have a language, that is.
They seem, I mean, they have like clothes and masks and stuff that, I mean, that indicates some level of intelligence, doesn't it?
So what kind of mundane items do you guys have in your bags?
Are they thieves? Are they here to steal from us?
I have a hammer, a piton, a tinderbox, water skin, a quilt, a crowbar.
I have Shimmer's amulet and mace still. I got some chocolate. I got some gemstones.
I've got pan pipes and some candied flowers still.
Okay. I'm just trying to think, because they're bizarre little creatures.
Oh, and I didn't check anybody else's inventory either. Right?
Oh yeah, because somebody's got to have some weird stuff that they might be interested in.
Well, Alex doesn't have inventory on here.
Carlyle has a bullseye lantern, a wooden map case for ruin, a miner's pick and shovel.
Oh yeah, he's an archaeologist.
A dig site trinket and he has a 2-person tent. I'll say Carlyle probably slept in their tent.
Yeah.
Damn it. That's hilarious.
Yeah. So one of them you see kind of hops down and it goes over to the bullseye lantern that's kind of on Carlyle's pack. And it like opens the bullseye and it kind of looks inside. and then it closes it, and then it looks, and then it opens it. They seem very interested in just random mundane items. Random like
Okay.
people items. Another one just kind of like tries to lift the hammer. It's like it doesn't look like they're trying to steal the items. They're just like
curious.
They're just incredibly curious.
Okay.
I mean, they're not trying to kill us, at least.
No, they're kind of cute. Can we can we keep them?
Can we keep them?
I don't think it's probably for the best of them to, if they're nature spirits, to leave the nature they're from.
But come on, they climbed up into the thing. And
You
One of
guys
them,
can't
you notice,
understand us
pulls
at
out.
all?
One of them pulls out like a piece of chocolate, and it kind of looks at it, and then it looks up at you, one of you, and then it kind of holds it up, and then it kind of makes like eating motions with its hands, and then points to it.
Yeah, you can have some of the chocolate.
And it breaks off 2 pieces of the chocolate, and you notice it doesn't actually eat because it doesn't have a mouth. It just holds the 2 pieces of chocolate, and it just puts it up to its face, and then kind of shakes its head, and then puts its other piece up to its face, and then shakes its head, and then it looks at the 2 pieces, and it kind of smacks them together very excitedly. The other one is still messing with the bullseye lantern. The other one's moved on to the shovel and is like standing on one end of the shovel, and the shovel kind of boing, and it hops off, and then it steps on and boo, and it hops off, and they just seem very interested in weird people items.
Oh, they're so cute. Look at them go.
Yeah, they're pretty cute. We have, I don't know if you can even understand what I'm saying, but we have to go. Are you cool if we just like take off?
Or do you like want to come with us?
It just, one of them, the one that has the chocolate, just holds up the chocolate to you with the 2 little like pieces ripped off. It just like tries to give you the chocolate.
I think that means he likes you.
Thank you. I'll have a little piece of it. It's really good. Should we just like drive and just keep them with us? I mean, or should we take them out of the cart first, or like?
Oh, but they're so whimsical.
They're very whimsical.
I don't know.
Yay, new friend.
Okay.
I'm gonna call that one Jimmy.
All right. Well, where can I start going? You guys can, if you need to leave, you can just like tug on one of our shirts or something. Like...
And you head off. And the rest of the day, they just spend the day using everything and anything you'll let them touch as an absolute playground. They are just having the time of their lives, just doing everything. And as you finally pull into Gravesend, the town, it's clear that the sun will set in probably about an hour as you roll into town. And as the cart comes to a stop near, where would you stop the cart?
I don't know. I'm just like the Staples somewhere.
Percy's driving to his dick appointment.
Yeah, that's where I'm going.
Oh my goodness.
Oh right. Is this where Daddy
This is
what's
where
his name
he who we don't know the name of lives.
Oh, the gravedigger guy who totally shot you down. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So once we get like into town, Lark's gonna look at like poor, awkward, unsociable, doesn't know what he's doing Percy. And he's just gonna be like, Percy, do you need help? Do you need help to get that man?
I don't need to get anyone. And if I did, I could do it on my own.
Yeah, we
He just
saw.
seems nice. He seems like a nice person.
Mm-hmm.
As
Yep.
the cart comes to a stop, the three little Chwingas begin to waddle off the cart.
No, Jimmy.
One of them kind of looks back as the other two hop off the cart, and as they do, they transform into leaves and just float away. But one of them
bye, Jimmy.
stops, turns around, and runs back for a moment to you, Arthur, and it hugs your leg.
Yay, Jimmy.
And you feel something change in a similar way to when the mammoth blessed you. There's a little tingle. It's not very powerful. It's significantly less powerful than what the mammoth gifted you. But it then hops off of your leg and transforms into a leaf and blows away onto the wind. So I'm going to need you to roll me a d4.
My little buddy. He was so cute. It's my little thing. Roll it. That's a 4.
Oh, you gain a charm of heroism.
Ooh. Okay.
It is gifted you with a charm of heroism for being so nice to them.
Let me Google that. The benefit of the potion of heroism as an action. Okay.
Which I believe you can only make
okay.
use of 3 times, and then it just vanishes from you. You don't get it again.
Let me go back. Once. Oh, this one says just once. Once you do so, the charm vanishes from you.
Oh.
But that's cool.
Yeah.
I dig that.
So, like
Okay.
I said, it's not as powerful as the gift that the mammoth gave you, the mammoth spirit gave you, but it is something.
Thank you, Jimmy.
But yet you watch as they blow over the roofs and back towards the woods in the form of surprisingly oddly colored bright red leaves. So now that that has happened, what would you all like to do?
Well, we're staying the night here, I guess. So we can just get our lodgings in order and tuck in for the night.
Yeah, I suppose.
Percy, that's so boring, darling. I'm going to give you a little bit of liquid courage, as it were. And I'm doing this, and Lark's literally just like floating in front of him, and he's like, I'm doing this for your own good, sweetheart.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna subtle spell suggestion on Percy.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
So I'm just gonna like lean in and whisper in his ear and be like, Percy, I really think you should go tell that gravedigger exactly what you want to do.
Oh my god.
So can I get a wisdom saving throw out of you?
You sure can.
Which is funny because you're good at wisdom saving throws.
I'm quite good at wisdom saves. I have +8.
You gotta beat a 19.
Okay. Choose a d20. I would like to fail. And I do.
Interesting.
So, Percy's come. Yeah, you might be right. I'm gonna go. Can you guys go get our rooms together? I'll be right back. Yeah.
As he goes away, Lark just winks at Arthur.
What just happened?
I just gave him the nudge he needed. Do something good for himself.
Is okay. All right.
Well, the last time we were here, I mean, Percy was practically drooling over the guy who was running the Gravediggers Guild, so...
Yeah, I suppose it's been all saving the world and whatever, so...
Everyone could use a little stress relief every now and then.
Fair. Okay, well, I suppose we should, get those rooms in order then, in preparation for however sticky Percy's gonna get today.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll say that's probably about a gold piece for all of the rooms. I believe that was the price we decided on for that. Yeah, and you head, Percy, under the influence of the suggestion spell, you head over to the Gravediggers Guild, where it seems that most of the staff has left for the evening, but indeed, the very familiar, very large gravedigger is sitting at one of the desks in the back.
Also,
You can
before
kind
I
of see through
walk
the
in, I'm
windows.
casting Enhance Ability Eagle Splendor on myself.
Of course you are.
So I have advantage in all charisma related checks.
Wow.
And
Yep. Smooth.
Percy kind of just stands outside and goes, okay, secking himself up before he walks in.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll walk into the building, and is he like the first person I see, or there's like somebody else? Or like...
He is the first person you see. There doesn't seem to be anybody
Cool.
else here. It's rather late in the evening. It seems like everybody would have gone home. You remember the last time you came around this time with all of the dead bodies, he was about to lock up,
Yeah.
and he was the only one that was there. So it seems most people have probably gone home for the evening.
How romantic.
Yeah. Cool. So I'll open the door and come on in, smiling and trying to look as confident as possible, with a bit of, I don't know, fairy manipulation making me feel braver than I am. And I was like, hey, a long time no see. I was only really a few days. How's it been?
It's been okay. We finally buried whatever that thing was you brought last time.
Awesome. That's great.
Uh-huh.
You're really handsome.
Oh,
Thank you. You aren't too bad looking yourself.
Sorry, I don't know. It's feeling really, I don't know, good right now. I kind of realized it's really embarrassing. I never learned your name.
I don't think I asked for your name either. Well, and he sticks out his hand. I'm Landon Whitehall.
Landon. That's awesome. I'm Percy Kruetzwald.
Well, it's nice to meet you again, I
Yeah,
guess.
officially, I guess. I don't know what you're up to, but I guess I'll be straightforward. You seem like you're a great guy, and you're really attractive. And I was wondering if maybe you'd want to hang out and do stuff tonight.
Sure. I know it's the Nail and Headstone, right? Yeah, it's the Nail and Headstone. I mean, I know the Nail and Headstone always has some good food if you want to head on over there.
Yeah, I think my friend's got some rooms there. Yeah, we could get dinner.
Yeah, that sounds nice. Just give me a few minutes to lock up and
Sure, yeah. I'm sure you're busy. I'll wait outside. Yeah.
all right. And so you watch as he kind of locks up some drawers and puts things away, and then
if Lark is
locks
watching
up.
it all, you see Percy walk back outside the building, and he goes like, yeah, like, got it. Like, nailed it. Did great.
I mean, so I feel like, what? Did you fulfill the suggestion? I guess. You told him what you wanted to do with him, which is go on a date. So I feel like Lark probably knows his spell ended and it popped, and he's just like, he's not even watching, he's just smirking as he's sitting across. I presumably, what are we doing, Arthur? Are we eating dinner? Are we watching
I'm
Alex try to
obviously
sleep with
drinking.
people?
Like,
Yeah.
probably
I mean,
watching Alex make a fool out
Lark,
of
if you
himself.
want to get technical, I'll say maybe your spell hasn't popped yet.
Oh.
Wait, what
Spell ain't
exactly
popping
did
until
you...
Percy pops.
Oh, that's what kind of game we're
Yeah.
playing now.
Mhm.
I assume.
Yeah, so I think I know where this is going to be
Yeah.
heading. So
Yeah.
we're
We don't
going
need to role play
say,
all of that, but maybe we
yeah,
can see if I'm successful.
sure. You of course go to the Nail and Headstone. I'm sure you see your friends
Yeah.
eating dinner. You sit down. You two have a very lovely dinner. If you'd like, you can roll a persuasion check.
Oh.
I have
Persuasion
advantage
check.
because of
Yes, you
Eagle
do.
Splendor.
You do.
I feel like we
Ooh,
literally
yeah.
have to restrain Alex from going over there and ruining
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Persuasion is
Ensnaring strike.
going to be 21.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
We
I
all
think
know where
at
this
a
night is going to
certain
end.
point, it's Percy looks like clammy and nervous until at some point he's like, "I'm gonna be honest. Do you want to go for a room and have sex?"
Oh my god.
And
Yes,
that's when the
that
spell
would-
pops.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? It was a really weird way to put it, but hey, why not? And then you two head upstairs, and that's where we're going to end
Yeah.
the episode. So
Oh my god.
so we will see you all next week when we figure out exactly what happened on the rest of the journey. So
Uh-huh.
we will see you all next week.